Welcome back to the second lecture of Module 4. Today we will see some problems and there's the related theory of structures. Let's directly get into the structure example. Okay, so we are going to make a structure named person and we are going to input the name, age, and salary of different persons in the company. So we have the bill. So you want to get the data out to print a bill. This is a requirement. You see the problem. You have hash include input output stream using namespace std ending with a semicolon. Then we are defining the structure up here. That is the user defined data type is struct. You have the name of structure as person opening with the curly braces, defining the members, character name 50, integer age, and salary in float, closing with the curly braces, and ending the structure definition by the semicolon. So this up to this is very clear. Yeah. Then the main program, integer main brackets, opening with the curly bracket, person p1 cout, enter full name. Then you have the C in dot get. So this just replies the input program input p1 dot name. So under the name tab dot name, the value will be stored of 50 characters. Then cout enter age p1 dot age. So all the name, age, and salary are accessed by p1 dot operator. You can see the dot operators in all the input statements. So cout enter salary, cout p1 dot salary. Then you have cout displaying information and line. Then cout name p1 dot name. So after the name, you can the p1 dot name value will be displayed here, so that the other values also like age, salary, all will be displayed. So when you divide this entire program, you define the structure definition was done in the initial stage. Then the structure variable definition was done in present p1. Structure assigning member, that is giving the value, was done in the third stage, and the displaying of the member data was done in the last stage. Okay. So in that way, we can define a structure. We can define the structure variable. We can assign the values to the structure and display the values. So this is only just a introduction problem to structure. So before getting into the structures in detail, let's see some examples of the theory we learned in the module 2. We used various options by the string, like string copy s1 s2. I told if the string means anywhere. So suppose if s1 is hello and s2 is world, if str copy means the value of s2, the second variable will be replaced or it will replace the value of s1. It means copies the string s2 into the s1. And in the case of string concatenation, s1 s2, it concatenates the string s2 into the s1. That means suppose you think that the word s1 is hello and s2 is world. In the first case, it copies. So the world will be hello world will be replaced by the world. In second case, it both will be added. Both the words will be added. Hello and world will be the individual one. It concatenates. Add both the values. Hello world. String length. It returns the length of string. So you have five spaces or five points. So five will be the value of string length. Then a string comparison based on the length, if compare which one is greater, either S1 or S2. Then strchr, so returns a pointer to the first occurrence. And this 5 and 6 can skip because it's some advanced function and you do not learn or you want to know to do the basic programming. Okay, coming to the example detail, you have this is an explanation or example problem for the last slide, that means the string manipulations. Okay, start with the hash include input output string, hash include c string. So this is a new header file or header library for making these manipulations happen. Then you have using namespace std with a semicolon, integer main, character, string 10 hello. It is first character. Str1 is having 10 characters and the word is hello. It's only 5 characters. And character str2 10 is a world. Similarly, you have 10 spaces, but only 5 are added. Then again, declared one variable, but no values are added to this one. Character str3 of 10 size. Okay, so integer length. So the length will be in a integer value, total length of the string. Okay. So the first option, we are going to try how to copy str1 to str3. So we know the value of str1 as hello. The value or the in the str2 we have saved a build. So here we have to assign the value of hello to the str3 which is not defined. Okay, in that case you can go for str copy which we studied previously. So by using the strcpy command, then str3 str1, the value of str1 will be copied to str3. Then after copying the same, if you put cout strcopy str3 str1, then we are putting the str3. So this will give you the output as like this. So the same thing cout will come here. So the str copy str3 str1 will be coming as such, which is in the output program. Then the value hello will be assigned to the str1. It will be displayed here. Okay, that's about the first part of the program. Then in the second part, we are going to learn how to concatenate str1 and str2. I told just adding both words to a like adding both the words like hello and world are independent words. If you want to club it, how it happens? We put strcat str1 str2. So cout strcat str1 str2. So please note that this is only just to display this in the output. This is the main operation happening. Okay. So you are putting strcat str1 str2. That means the hello and word will be concatenated to come to the strcat option. Okay. Similarly, to find the total length of str1 after concatenation. So you put len. This is the main function. So len. We defined length as the here integer. Okay. So in len is equal to str len str1. Okay. So please note that the new value of str1 will be the concatenated value. That it will be hello world. So hello world, it is having 10 characters. So the length will be displayed as 10. I think it's very clear to you. Okay. Similarly, the example we have, yeah, we have hash include input output string, hash include string using namespace std, integer main, string str1 is hello, string str2 is world, string str3 we are not defined anything. One more thing to note here, we are not defining the size of the elements here. So it is open. Then we define the integer length with a semicolon. So everything is more or less similar with the previous problem. Okay, now we are going to learn, so this won't be printed. We are going to learn copy str1 into str3. We can directly use another option called str3 is equal to str1. So the value of str1 will be copied to str3. See out str3, then str3. So we will get probably the hello. This is output also parallelly. Yeah. So str3 hello. Next one is concatenation. In that case, we have str3 is defined as is equal to str1 plus. So this plus symbol replaces the concatenation. That's the main thing. So see out str1 plus str2. See out str1 plus str2 ending with the colon will give you no str3 value will be the addition of the hello and world. So hello world without any space. Very clear. Next one, we have another option called, yeah, uh, to find the total length of the str3 after concatenation. Length is equal to str3 dot size. So str3 dot size will give you, or this will perform the operation, and the value will be 10 because hello 5 digits, 5 characters, and world 5 characters. So this option or a new function will give you the value of the length of the final string as 10. So this problem just demonstrates some additional options for the uh, copying, concatenation, and for finding the total length of the string. Okay, coming back to the structures problem, we learned some string manipulation because it will be very helpful in the upcoming problems. So this is to just learn how to give or how to properly arrange the structure of the name books and its various credentials or various data corresponding to the books. So I made it in very in different colors or different inks to clearly demarcate the program or to divide the program for the easy understanding. So we are going to learn how to access the structure members by the member access operators and the working with the string. Okay, so we have the initial one, hash include input output string, hash include C string as a new library file whose namespace std. So this yellow background will define the structure, struct, books, uh, the curly braces, character, title 50, character author name 50, character subject name 100, integer book ID. So this is an integer book ID number. All others are in the character. This is very clear. I'm just going fast because you already learned the basics. Then the integer main program. You have struct books, book one. So this will declare book one of type book and struct books book two. So defining the like the new variables here. Okay, defining the first variable as book one and book two as the second variable. So this is the user defined variable structures. That's the main difference compared to the previous problems. So declare the book two of type book. Okay, this is not readable by the compiler, only for the understanding of the user. Book one specification. So they're putting str copy book one dot title. So you're going to put or add value to the book one. That's why you're putting a dot operator here. Clearly dot. So str copy book one dot title, comma lane C++ program. So we're going to put the book one title as lane C++ program. So we learned the member access operator dot. Okay. Then str copy book one dot author as the member access operator. Chant Mian. Then str copy book one dot subject C++ program. Book one dot book ID 64 some value. So we use the dot operators for copying new values to the book. Similarly, the book 2 specification str copy book 2 dot title telecom billing str copy book 2 dot author like it's Singhart Telecom is the subject name and book ID is this one. So this is the book ID. Then how to print? So you need dot operator to get the values out also. Okay. So print book one info cout book one dot title. So already saved book one title as lane C++ program. So book one dot title. I'll display the output also parallelly. Yeah. So we have book one title colon book one title is lane C++ programming here. Yeah, correct. Sorry, this is not the one. Sorry. Yeah, lane C++ program. Second one, book one dot author. Book one dot author. We have ended Chandmian. Chandmian. So similarly, all the things by using this dot operator, we are able to enter the values as well as print the output. This is the main takeaway from this problem. Book one dot subject, book one ID, book one, book two title, book two author, book two subject, book two ID. All things we ended and we printed it out using the member access operator dot. Very clear. So this is in a structured way of saving the saving or keeping the data and the structured way of printing the values out. Okay, let's see the same problem in a different way by using the function arguments. The functions we learned in the module 3, how to use the same in the structures that we'll study here. Okay, so we have hash include input output string, hash include C string using namespace std. So we are putting void print book struct books. So remember we learned in the previous module that if you are defining the user function after the main function, you have to define the variable before. Okay, so that's why this void print book struct books is coming. So we have to use these variables for calling the user defined function. Okay, let it be there for time being. Okay, then we are defining the structure as struct books with curly brace, character title 50 numbers, character author 50 total number of characters, character subjects 100, integer book ID, the braces. So this is structure definition. This is very clear. Integer main brackets curly braces. So struct books book one, struct books book two will be used in this problem. Okay, so similar to the previous problem, we are adding the values to the program. So the book one specification, str copy book one to title, learn C++ programming, book str copy book one to author, Chanmian, C++ programming book ID. I'm just not going in detail because we already learned this one in the previous problem. Similarly, we have the book 2 str copy, book 2 to title, telecom billing, Active SIM card, telecom, and 6495700. Okay, till now it's clear. Then, how to print the data of book 1. So in the previous problem, if you remember, you had two different uh, like it's paragraph or different sets of program to get the output similar to the input. But now we are going to use the functions for printing the values. How? So we are putting print book one. So we already defined like here. So print book one. This is an user defined function. So the control will jump to the last portion, which is the user defined function. That is void print book struct books book. Okay, you see that we defined this one in the initial stages struct books book. So when this command is executing in the main program, the control will jump here. Then all things book one title, book one author, all things will be displayed for the book one. Okay. Then so these are directly printing here. So there is no need to separately print the values. After executing this statement, again in the main program, the control will come, and again the print book 2 option will come. So this is again uh, calling a user defined function. Again it will come here. So it will print the all the outputs of book 2. So this will be very useful if you want to print like a large number of book data. Okay, so to print large number of book data, this will be very helpful too. So similarly, here I have just made this split. That means the input in the input function, I haven't used the function. I have used function only for the output. So that's why the output is using the user defined function and input is normal. Even we can program the input function also as a function. So that will reduce the total size of the program to only a what will come here. If you define both the output and input function, then you have the header files. Okay, you have the definitions, you have the integer main. Then this book one specification and book, and if there is even book three, all will come only for one user defined function. Then the printing option, you see, you can have book one, book two, book three as any number you need, and all this thing will be transferred to the userify function and it will be displayed. So I think the idea is clear to you. Okay. We'll stop for today.